Hello all, greetings of the day. This is Dr.Suparna Sharma. Here goes with the legal maxims presentation, which is a presentation and it is a series, and this is the first video I'm going to present, and it will be beneficial for the students of those who are preparing for CLAT and as well as judiciary. And these are the legal maxims which are commonly or oftenly used in the profession of legal studies. The first here comes, it is the words and the legal maxims, they are in the language Latin. And the first one from which I'm going to start is Veni Vidi Vici. Veni Vidi Vici. It is pronounced as it is because this is a Latin language word. And when it comes to English, the meaning of this word is I came, I saw, I conquered. This is a very famous line which has been said by Julius Caesar when he first addressed the mob or came into the crowd. And for example, I can say for this, King James III of Poland alluded to it after the 17th century Battle of Vienna. जब Battle of Vienna उन्होंने जीता, उसके बाद जो King James III of Poland थे, that he spoke these words, these lines, and by saying this, he showed his victory, and which is Venimus Vidimus Deus Visit, means he came, we saw, God conquered. So this is a very motivating, victorious lines, those which is being used to show the victory or to give the motivation to the followers or to the crowd. Next comes is alibi. Alibi, it is again a Latin word, and in English it means elsewhere, elsewhere at another place. Its usage is if you are asked to provide an alibi for your whereabouts, or if someone is asked about to provide their whereabouts, where they were at a particular time when a crime was occurred or it took place. You know that you need to tell where you were when a crime occurred to prove that you could not have been the one who did the awful deed. Means a person who is being examined for a crime and he is an alibi, he or she wants to prove himself or herself an alibi. It means they have to give strong evidences about their whereabouts where they were present and they were not or they were not present at the place of crime. Here comes the next, alias. Alias is a Latin word again. It is again a very maxim which is being again used in the legal use in the legal studies. And nowadays its usage or it is more oftenly used as refers today alias often refers to an alternative name people generally use to conceal their identity. Conceal means to hide their identity. John Smith alias Henry Taylor alias Clyde the Hustler means John Smith is otherwise known as Henry Taylor, who is otherwise known as Clyde the Hustler, means the people who are being hiding their identities for some particular purpose, they are being called as alias. Alias, and they are being considered as alias in the legal terms. Third, here comes the third one, and that is a fortiori. Fortiori, its pronunciation is fortiori. In English, it means from stronger. From stronger means usage used to express a conclusion for which there is a stronger evidence then for a previously accepted one, means a case was going on and earlier some evidences were presented in relation to that in context of that case, but later on when a stronger one, the stronger evidence came into the existence and it was being presented in the court, then it was called a fortiori, and it is accepted also. It is accepted as comparison to the previous one. They reject all absolute ideas of justice and a fortiori, the natural law position. It is again a sentenced usage. So this maxim is being used a stronger evidence which is being presented in some case laws from the previous one, and also it is accepted. Next comes the amens et theoro. Amens et theoro. It is the Latin again word, and it is the Latin language, and the pronunciation for this amens et theoro. In English, it means from table and bed. From table and bed. But it is commonly translated as from bed and board. This phrase designates a divorce, means divorce under the Hindu section Hindu Marriage Act 1953 and section 10. It is being used for or in the cases of divorce which designates a divorce which is really akin to a separation granted by a court, whereby a husband and wife are not legally obligated to live together, means their marriage has not been dissolved and the case is being going on in the court, and they are not legally obligated to live together, but apart from that their marriage has not been dissolved. इसका कहने का मतलब means कि husband or wife legally they are obligated to live together. They are not legally obliged to live together and their marriage has not been dissolved. That means a mens et theoro. A mens et theoro, it is being used in that context. Next comes the word a posteriori. Posteriori in English, it means from the later one. From the later one. It means it is an argument which is derived from the subsequent event. Subsequent event means which is it's about to come, which event can happen. It means the probability of that event which can happen, and when an argument from that probability is being derived, can they are derivating the arguments from those subsequent the later one events, then it is called a posteriori. So thank you for this time. This was my first video, and of course in the series I'll bring so many for your reference, and please do share, please do like, and as well as I would wait for your expert comments also, and if you need some rectifications for that also, you can comment or you can message me in the box. Thank you. Thanks a lot.